Wow, this is actually looking really, really cool. I think this is awesome for maybe hour and a half, 2 hours of work, but really just one episode, which I think is awesome. Welcome back to iCraftMC's Hardcore 1.8 Snapshot Let's Play, and in this episode of our Let's Play challengey thing, whatever you want to call it, basically exploring 1.18 snapshots because they're just so cool, we're going to be building our starter house. So we've been working on some things off camera a little bit, not too much, we're not coming with hundreds of blocks of diamonds, but we do have a bit of oak logs here, birch logs and spruce logs, as well as flattening this out a little bit so we can just kind of a nice flat area to build our house. And I have a really good plan for what we're going to have for our house. So basically we just need some logs for this, nothing too difficult, but it should make a really nice looking kind of starter house. So right about here, probably going to go in about 2 blocks. We're basically just going to have ourselves kind of standard house material kind of thing. So I'm just going to make myself about 2 stacks of planks. Yeah, about 2 stacks of planks should be good. We're basically just going to kind of have 2 edges, and we're going to have kind of 3 rooms to this house. Now it looks like it's just about nighttime here. Of course it is, but let me see how many days I've survived now. I've survived 4, wouldn't that be a funny video title? I've survived 4 days in my Minecraft hardcore world. Well, that is true. But anyway, I think for this house, we're going to probably have the first room be about here. We're going to have about something like, I think something like this. And we're going to have kind of an interesting shape to it. I have kind of an interesting idea. What we could do, it looks like it's bedtime here. I like how it kind of reminds me when either I sleep first or Gemma sleeps first and the other one of us are kind of reminded. Either way, we have a nice song to listen to, which is always good. So anyway, we have here a nice little bit of a house, so we're going to kind of go like this. I like that. So I'm going to get too small here. So we'll go like this, 4 like this. We're basically going to have 2 main rooms, and if every single block that's inside of this it needs to be dug out for the floor, so I don't know if you want to do that, Gemma, or not, but if we go like this kind of, it'll kind of have weird kind of rounded edges you don't really usually see. I think that should make it more interesting, or at least hopefully it will. Kind of make it go wide in like this to a 2-block wide kind of thing, possibly. Yeah, I think I like that. We're kind of probably gonna go 2 blocks over like this. Now let's go 3 blocks over like that, and then we're basically gonna kind of repeat it on the other side. But before we do that, we're gonna have a center room. So go like this, and then we're gonna have a center room that's kind of like basically, let's see what we can do here. So it'll be about like this, and it'll connect in here. So it'll probably be, let's say, 3 blocks like this, and then 3 blocks like this, and then 2. We don't want this to be too big because this is a starter house, and as it is, it's looking a bit big, but that's okay. So we'll go like this on the outside. On the outside looks good. So this will go 3 like this, 2 a block like this, and 3 like this, 2 a block like this, and I guess like this. This is going to kind of repeat over, which is good. I'll have to flatten out a bunch of this, but that is totally fine because it'll look like a good house in the end. So that is 3 blocks over. And then 3 in. Okay, so I have to remember, I make sure I do it the same way on the other side so it looks good. So 3 blocks over like this. This end will kind of hang out a bit for now. We can totally cover it up with some dirt, which is perfect. So that'll basically go like this, and then like this, and like this. So we're going to kind of have this go like this, and we're going to kind of go like that. Okay, that's perfect. And what was this? This was 4 blocks, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go on the edge, of course. We'll just build up here, and we'll put the rest of this in later in a minute. We can have a kind of a nice lookout view, beautiful lookout view, really. I'll go like this, and then we'll go like this, and like this, and that almost looks like diamond armor to me there, that cornflower. That's pretty cool. So anyway, there is our oak plank. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll put oak planks kind of like this, and it's always cool to kind of have a nice, good-looking house to live in. Because even if we don't really survive in this world, we still have to have, something nice to live in. After all, that's kind of a important aspect of everything, is to, live in style a bit. So there we go. And yeah, if we just want to fill everything in there with dirt, except for this right here. So this here all needs to be dug out. That's kind of, because that's where the floor will go, right? So we're going to put the floor in like this. And if you dig that out for a little bit here, Gemma, I'm going to finish lining this out here. And this isn't really a circle. It's kind of some kind of a funny shape. So 3 like this, 3 like this, and I'm kind of offsetting it so we can basically be putting birch planks or whatever other block we want in here like this. Now I do have some spruce. I'll probably do that for the roof. Spruce is kind of a funny roof, but I think that it'll work well. This is actually semi-round, so that's going to work pretty well. It's actually more round than I thought it would be, so that's a good thing. So we'll basically go like this, into like this, and then over here, 1, 2, like that. And we're going to go up here like this with a beautiful oak log, and just gives ourselves a nice kind of house here to live in. So basically, I think circle is a good shape here. Of course, circles are a good shape. But what I mean is I think a circle is a good shape in this context because then we're basically having 3 circles that we're living in. So the one circle that's my room, one that's Gemma's, and then we're going to have one in the middle that's kind of like our storage, smelting, kind of everything. Or maybe eventually another portal will be there if we ever get that far. So let's see, I guess this would go 3 out. So it would actually be here. So we go like this 1, 2, 3, and that does match up, which is so perfect, which means that we have done that right. And of course, everything in the middle here needs to be dig out too. So we can work on that. That's not too bad. But Gemma's crafting something, so we'll go like this and break our stuff in the middle here. But just kind of looking from above a bit, it's looking really cool. Now I want to get this done, so I think I'm going to do is probably just start on kind of getting some pillars up here. Now this is a bit much wood, but I think that's pretty cool. It would look interesting though if this was planks. I think that would look good with planks here and here. Save on a bit of wood, but really I think it would just look better that way because then it kind of fits with the theme of basically having every other, like not having 2 logs next to each other unless it's on the edge there because they're kind of from different areas. So I think that hopefully that makes sense. I'm not sure if it does. But anyway, there's that. And we'll go like this and like this. So basically, this is looking good. I think what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves a nice floor in here of birch. I don't have a lot of birch, but something that's cool about wooden floors, even though they're kind of just, the traditional floor everyone does, is that you can get a lot out of them. So let's see, 22 birch logs, all into planks. If we turn these all into slabs, then the total amount we're going to get is going to be almost 3 stacks. So that's a very large multiplication of our resources there. And I think overall that's just going to make things be really good. And of course, planks make a very good floor material because you can't see that they're planks. You can only see that, they are that plank type material, but you can't see that they're slabs. That's what I meant to say there. But anyway, we have actually kind of nice square insides of these rooms, even though it's a circular outside, which should really make things be kind of easier to do. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of build the frame of the house here and then get the floor in here. I'm not going to bore you with the entire process of building this. So what we'll probably do is we'll probably get the entire floor in, and then I will work on the planks on the sides, and I'll be back once we've done that, because of course we have to get the floor in here first, and that's kind of a lot of not super exciting effort. So we'll do that, and we'll be back in a minute. And there we go. We have now finished up the floor of our house, which is super awesome. So now what we need to do, what I'm going to do, is work on the pillars here. So we can basically have a support structure. So I'm going to probably go up 4 blocks, or 3 blocks I guess more, but 4 blocks total on everything around here, just so we can have kind of a nice, decently tall roof. What I'll probably do is I'll probably actually have 5 sections of roof, basically 2 for the corridors, 2 for the small circles, and 1 for the large circle. And it'll basically make it so we can kind of have different levels of floor, and it'll make things not, look kind of weird. Because I think it would look probably a bit better if everything has its own little level of floor. And it is a pretty cool area we're settling, really. We have that nice ravine there and just overall super nice area. I think it'll be important that we have a lot of windows in the design because then of course we can actually see out at the nice place where we're going. But yeah, of course all the planks between these we're going to want to fill in and then break out later for windows. But for now, these will kind of be like the support beams and, just kind of the traditional Minecraft house of oak logs and oak planks. But there'll definitely be a twist on the shape we pick because it's always nice to have a good shape to a house, I think. Because then, of course, you can kind of have different interesting rooms and have everything not just be square. It's funny because you kind of want to get far, as I often tend to try and get as far away from a square shape as I can in a build. Even though Minecraft's made out of blocks, it kind of works well that way. So, let me think here. I guess that'll be the circle there. We'll probably go up to here, and then on the middle one here, we'll probably go up 1 more. So it's 5 blocks tall on here, and this will kind of be like the main circular area. That should look super cool, I hope. And we'll basically just do all of this. And then I think I'll do a spruce plank roof. I think that would look pretty cool. Because, of course, with spruce planks, they kind of just are darker and it'll fit in well. So we'll do that. And then, yeah, here, we'll probably just not go out any further here. And there'll probably be a nice thing there. In fact, this might even go one lower just here on the planks, because then this will just be kind of a little bit of a small corridor area. So we'll kind of go up like this there, I think. And the rest of this should be doing pretty good. That can be 4 blocks tall. So yeah, that'll get filled in there. Then I have a bunch of glass I got smelting here from the beach. There's a super big beach down here. It's definitely something new from 1.18 is those massive beaches. And over here I got some sand from that into some glass blocks. And of course some of that will turn into glass panes because they can be quite useful for some things like that as well. So probably make one more recipe of panes. Should be pretty cool. Alright. And then we can kind of do is on like a straight kind of area like this, we can have panes across. So something like this. This would work well with panes, I think. But then I'll probably just do like blocks of glass and like, let's say, a window that would be on the edge of something. Yeah, then over here, of course, these can be 4 blocks tall. And this will just be 3 here because of that. I'm not sure if I like it just like this. I think maybe actually a 2 tall window would look good here. You don't have silk touch, of course. I'll have to be kind of careful how much glass I really use here, but panes aren't too hard to get, so. Anyway, I think here we'll probably go bar of glass like this, maybe 2 tall, since I think, 1 tall glass windows never tend to look very good in my opinion. But I think something like this is good. 2 nice big windows like this. I think window here would be a little bit redundant because half of what you see is the side of your building, but I think here should look really good. And I can kind of just use that to add a bit of a nice effect there. And of course, then this will just be 2 planks here like this, and like this. But no, I think they should be pretty nice looking, and should be a good way to kind of be able to look out over all the 1.18 terrain, which is super awesome. And of course, a mountain home is a pretty cool thing you can do in any version of the game, but especially in the new version. So I think here I'll try that window idea of 2 tall. So I guess that would make this 4 blocks in between, or probably would. We'll just keep it like this for now because I think I might be able to work it out without that. But yeah, just something like this should be easy. And in here then probably we could have windows on most sides. Maybe something like a 4 block window here. That could look good. And then maybe a thin window here and a thin window here. Something like that could look good. That should be fine. Sure, I guess I probably should have done those out of panes. But hopefully that'll be okay. Yeah, that's looking pretty good, I think. We could probably do panes in some of these. I think this will just be oak here like this. Should look fine. Yeah, no, I think it's looking pretty good there. So we'll just kind of fill that in with that. And maybe I'll do panes on the other side just so we can kind of have enough. So that's good. And we'll go like this. And that should be a good kind of wall for the house overall, like this. And across here like that. And then over here, I think, I will just do panes in the walls. So I guess that would be 4 blocks of panes here. And then a bunch more of panes on the other side here as well. Looks like I'm actually starving to death here, which would not be a good thing, especially in hardcore mode. So I'll eat a bit of mutton there, I guess that is. So, let's see, glass panes here. I guess we'd go up 2, so we have kind of a square window like the other one. Should look fine like that. And over here we'll probably just do the same thing as we had on the other side. It's funny how we have a lot of cats here. I think it must be because of the village, I guess. They just kind of spawn over here as well, which is funny, but yeah, so probably just 4 long windows like this too. I don't really like the look of windows when they kind of go across. Like from the plank to the plank, I kind of like having an edge bit, but that's really only doable when there is a wider wall. Or like this looks fine, but I don't think it would look amazing on every window. But this should be a really good window to watch, the sunrise, sunset, and hopefully we'll have a nice garden or something out there eventually. Should be nice. But overall, I would like to, definitely go to the nether and possibly to the end. I heard the end and the nether are both a little bit weird in these snapshots, so hopefully we'll be able to get to that. But either way, it'll be interesting just to see kind of how far we do get in hardcore and what happens with that. I actually like this window shape here, so I think I'll copy it on the other side here as well. Just kind of having an interesting shape there like that. And that should really work well for just kind of a unique window. Now, I'm not sure if you're out of oak wood or not. Might be. There you go, Gemma. There's a bit of oak wood there. And I just got some pork chop. Thank you. So, here, I want to have the doors kind of here and here. And I personally do like spruce doors a little bit better than oak doors. Oak doors are fine, but I think spruce is just a bit nicer looking because there's not the holes in it. I mean, of course, they're not going to be super useful overall. We'd probably want iron doors eventually, but iron's a little bit more difficult to get just because of where it spawns in hardcore. So I'll probably just go with some nice spruce doors. And I guess we'll need to do that recipe one more time because we'll need this in some other places as well. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably put in spruce doors here. I guess that means I'd also have to get some birch planks in there, but thankfully we have a couple of these already. Just throw those in there like that. And we could probably go like this. We kind of have that nice bit of a 3D look. And something I was doing in my house in iCraftMC's world, which that series is still going on, by the way. But anyway, is I had some of these and kind of some of these. That could look good, just maybe 2 there. I don't want to use too much because this is for the roof. We don't want to kind of have those conflict or run out of spruce. But that could look good there with that. And I guess we should also get ourselves one more bit of the planks like this, and there's some birch slabs there as well. So over here we can replace these, and I guess of course that'll break the door, but not a big issue, and we can just kind of throw in some doors like this, and over here we can throw in some doors over here like that as well, which is cool. And putting some things under here so we don't have the doors on dirt because that doesn't look very good. I guess that's the wrong way. Yeah, and then I kind of think eventually here we probably want to explore around here as well, kind of see if we can find some interesting biomes. I'm seeing in the shading there must be a big mountain up there. That'd be a pretty cool place to try some out sometime. But anyway, looks like it's just about time to go to bed. I guess here should just be pure oak as well, and I'll go to sleep in 10 seconds here. Just want to quickly finish this up, and then there we go. And I clicked it right before I even hit it, which is interesting. You can actually use that to not have fall damage. I'm not sure I got hurt there. Oh, maybe I'd applied the fall damage after I got out of bed. That's kind of funny. Okay, so there's our doors. And I wanted to have some of these just above it. So I'll break these, and this will kind of make it look like the doors are extra tall. It's just kind of an interesting little effect that can make things look a bit better. Yeah, like this, I think it just looks kind of interesting and something you don't really usually see. But certainly I don't think it makes the house look any worse. So there's that. Now we have the roof to do, and basically the roof shouldn't be too difficult, really. It's not a complicated roof at all. It just includes a huge amount of spruce, so hopefully we have enough of that. So I'll get all my stack and a half here and turn all the planks. We're not going to need any logs anymore. And I'm going to start by making a big recipe of spruce stairs, probably one more of those. Then some slabs, not a huge amount, but I guess a decent amount of those. So something like this, probably just a good stack of slabs, and kind of just something like this here should be good. Yeah, that should be good for now. We'll see where we get. So to get up on the roof, I guess I don't have really scaffolding or anything like this. So I'll just kind of build up here on the side. But basically the roof will probably go one out, so it'll probably be something like this, and then kind of go in a circle shape, basically just around the house, kind of like this. Pretty easy shape, I think. We could probably do something more interesting on the edges, but I'm not sure if that would really work out well or not. So we'll kind of go around like this, and like this, and like this. Yeah, just kind of the traditional circular roof. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably make the little bit of a circular roof here on this side, on the other side, and then I'll kind of show how I'm doing it in the middle here. So I'll be back once I've done this circular roof bit on this side and on that side. And that's the last of this roof, and the roof over there is done as well. So now basically what we have is we have the two kind of cone-shaped roofs over these two parts of the building. And now I'm going to do now is I'm basically going to have a small kind of triangular roof over these little walkway kind of hallway sections, but I need some more spruce for that. And Gemma's just back from the taiga that's just all the way back there with a bunch of spruce logs, which is cool. So if you want to just throw those to me there, Gemma, that'd be great. Thank you. And basically we're going to use these to craft ourselves up a whole bunch more of the spruce stairs, because that's the main component of this. So I'll probably just use all those into spruce stairs, and then craft about almost all these into spruce planks as well, and just get ourselves a good amount of those. So probably just all these, really. We're going to need a lot, and there's not really a harm in crafting too many. So there we go. And basically what we're going to do is the roof here, for this little bit here, we're going to kind of have it be a triangular roof. So it's basically, this part's going to actually be here, so it's actually going to be kind of a low roof, but hopefully it'll look good, and if not, we can always change it around a little bit. But basically, the idea is for it to kind of go like that, and then over here like this, and it'll kind of just be a small little roof that's going to cover the two hallways, and I think it's going to be a nice divide between the three circular parts of the roof, so that should look really good. And we'll kind of, I think the trick is going to be how these not connect, so if I go like this, and then kind of go like that, and hopefully that doesn't change it. Oh good, it didn't, we don't want it to. And then this will kind of, I can get rid of these slabs here later, or not, doesn't really matter. But yeah, something like this I think, because then the circular roof will kind of go here. And now this will kind of bridge over, but that should be fine. And this should really connect well, so let's take a look at what that looks like. It's a bit small looking. Maybe if I put some of this on the side here, like kind of on the log like this. Or if I can actually do this correctly, we kind of go like this and like that. Yeah, that's kind of more so. Yeah, that's perfect. That's funny actually, just adding those two stairs there really makes it look a lot better, which is interesting. But yeah, over here I'll just do that as well. Just put one stair there and one stair there. I'll try to do them kind of bending inward like that. I think that looks pretty awesome. So now for the middle roof, which is going to be quite large, but basically it's going to be almost identical to the side bits, just larger. So it's still going to just go one block out, up and out like this. And I'll basically just kind of circle the roof and go up. And kind of the way you do these roofs is you're basically making just kind of circles of stairs that kind of go higher and higher on the roof, making a large cone shape. It looks like Gemma's taming a horse there, which is pretty cool. But yeah, there's actually a lot of animals around here too, which is cool. We'll have to build a small little pen or something for them soon. But anyway, something like this kind of just around here makes a nice nice kind of shaped roof. So I'm going to do all this, probably take a bit. Then once I have done that, I will be back. And there we go. So I've just completed now a skylight as well as the roof. I thought a skylight would be cool, because then it won't be as dim in this central room, and also there won't be a whole lot of kind of dark spaces on the underside of those stairs. And overall, just a super cool area. I think it's looking awesome. I might have a way to get onto the roof later, but for now I think this whole area is looking super awesome. So I think we'll get a nice bit of a panoramic view looking around our new house, which is super cool. So wow, this is actually looking really cool. I think this is awesome for maybe hour and a half, 2 hours of work, but really just one episode, which I think is awesome. I like this bit of the roof there. I think overall just really turned out well. Now of course as I tour this, I don't want to fall off the edge and make this hardcore world abruptly end. Here's a nice view of the front here, and if we go inside you can kind of see this amazing empty room here. Over here is Gemma's room, and we will have some stairs and other cool things like doors and all kinds of awesome stuff in here. This will be my room, and we have the cool central room that's really looking awesome. I really like how this turned out. If you enjoyed this episode of Gemma and My Hardcore Survival Mode 1.18 Snapshot Let's Play, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, all those different things that help my channel. And make sure to subscribe to see more content like this. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.